Hey folks, in this lecture, we will learn about classification and regression models. In machine learning, we teach a computer how to learn from data. The computer sees the data, remembers it, and then makes a smart guess about new things. But not all problems are the same. There are different types of problems. Some problems ask for a name or a category. Other problems ask for a number. We use different types of models to solve different types of problems. Two very common types are called classification and regression. These models help the computer to understand what kind of answer to give.
Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on that like button if you like my video. Also click on that notification bell. Thank you.
Let's learn both one by one using very simple words. First, we will talk about classification model. Classification means putting something into a group. It is like saying this is a cat or this is a dog. The answer is not a number. The answer is a name or a group name. The computer learns by looking at many examples. For example, if you show the computer many pictures of apples and bananas, it will slowly learn how apples look and how bananas look. Then, when you give it a new picture, it will try to guess, is this an apple or a banana? That is classification. The computer chooses a group name based on what it has learned. Let's take a real life example of medical clinic. When a person comes in with symptoms like cough, fever, or sore throat, the doctor wants to know, does this person have the flu or just a cold? This is a classification problem. The computer learns from old patient records. It looks at the symptoms and the final result. It sees what symptoms match with the flu and what matches with a cold. Then, for a new patient, it looks at the symptoms and says, this looks like flu. The answer is not a number. The answer is one group out of two, flu or cold. This is why we call it classification. It is like putting people into the right health group based on what they feel. Now let's learn about regression. Regression is different. In regression, the answer is a number, not a group name. We use regression when we want to predict a value. For example, if we want to know how much money a person will earn next month, we use regression. The computer looks at old records. It sees age, job, hours worked, and last month's pay. It learns how these things are connected. Then, for a new person, it looks at the details and says, this person might earn $2,000 next month. That is a number. So, this is a regression problem. Let's take a real life example of regression that is very easy. Imagine a used car shop in a small town. The shop owner wants to guess the price of a car before selling it. He has many records of old cars. Each record shows the car's age, brand, mileage, and final price. The shop uses this data to teach the computer. The computer sees patterns. It learns that a 5-year-old car with low mileage costs more than a 10-year-old car with high mileage. Then, when a new car comes in, the computer says this car is worth $8,000. That is a regression problem because the answer is a number, a price. It is not a group name like cheap or expensive. It is a real value. So now we know that classification gives us a group name like sick or healthy, cat or dog, spam or not spam. The answer is a label, a tag, a class. On the other hand, regression gives us a number like salary, price, age, or weight. The answer is a value, not a name. This is the main difference between classification and regression. One gives a category, the other gives a number. So this is a simple explanation of classification and regression models. See you in the next lecture.